The next movie looks like it would be a good one to take the whole family to. A housewife with little knowledge of horse racing fosters one of the greatest racehorses of all time as the story of the 1973 Triple Crown winner comes to the screen in this inspirational underdog drama based on the novel Secretariat, now a movie, The Making of a Champion by William Knack and starring Diane Lane and John Malcovich. Penny Chenery, played by the gorgeous Diane Lane, is a devoted mother and housewife whose ailing father is the proprietor of Meadow Stables in Virginia. When her father becomes too ill to tend to his horses, Penny agrees to take over the stable despite her inexperience. Desperate, she turns to veteran horse trainer Lucien Lauren, played by the talented John Malkovich, to help show her the ropes. Up to this point, horse racing has been a decidedly male-dominated sport, but with Lucien's help, Penny prepares to prove that gender has no bearing on one's ability to breed a fast racehorse. As Secretariat blasts out of the gates to leave his competition in the dust, the whole world watches in amazement and a legend is born. This movie is out in theaters, and Christine also hit the red carpet for the movie premiere of Secretariat to get up close and personal with the stars. Please check it out.
In frenzied excitement, he eats up the ground. He paws fiercely, rejoicing in his strength, and charges into the fray, afraid of nothing. When the trumpet sounds,
our father's farm's been losing money for years. To run a horse breeding operation, you need a certain touch. You're a housewife.
I feel like I could make something work.
Miss, this is a gentleman's club, miss.
I need a good trainer just to get things stabilized.
You need a Lucien Lauren. Dresses like Superfly. He's trying to retire.
I'm tired of babysitting half-ton animals who are stubborn as their owners are. Any other questions?
How much did you spend on that hat?
How would you like to see a horse being born?
Have you ever seen that?
What?
Colt stand up that fast.
Well, Mr. Lauren, what do you think?
I think he eats too much. He lays against the back of that starting gate like he's in the Caribbean.
Secretariat is not afraid, and neither am I.
Horse racing is unforgiving for housewives.
It's like every other multi-million-dollar gamble we housewives make every day. All right, then. Let's show them what you're made of.
We're out of time. We need $6 million.
We just lost a race that we could not afford to lose.
You're guaranteeing that this horse is going to win the Triple Crown. 3 races, 3 states, in just 5 weeks. Hasn't been done in 25 years.
You're that stubborn.
I'm that right.
She scares me.
Good.
Hey, there's Mom.
Now that you've gotten their attention, every owner, every trainer, every jockey out there is going to be trying to bring us down.
This is about life being ahead of you, and you run at it.
You're about to see something that you ain't never seen before.
Hey everyone, it's Christine again for Hollywood Entertainment Today. I'm here at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood at the red carpet premiere of the Disney movie, The Secretariat. We're gonna try to talk to all the cast and crew, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye.
Chris Tweedy, which is Penny Chenery's son, who was played by Diane Lane. She is so amazing, sweet, and down to earth, and she's very kid-friendly. So
I play Hollis Chenery, and he's the brother of Penny Chenery, who ended up being the owner and manager of Secretariat. And we only become that, or she only becomes that, when my father passes away. So basically, my role in the movie, my role as Hollis Chenery was to tell her she couldn't do that, and she wasn't equipped to do that. And her role was to say, I'm doing it. And of course, she succeeded far beyond any of our dreams.
Yeah. What is it, Lucian? What's wrong?
Nothing.
He just won the Preakness. Like he won the Derby. You keep staring into your coffee. Are you worried about Red?
Since citation to that 1948, 7 horses have won the Derby and then the Preakness. Every single one of them has failed to win the Triple Crown.
Well, he just won the first 2 in record time.
Yeah, and the Belmont is the graveyard of speed horses. It's the longest race they'll ever run.
Red is not afraid. And neither am I.
If we push him instead of rest him, it could be dangerous. Nobody knows how much he can take.
He does. He knows.
This horse is magnificent as he was and will always be, certainly in the record books. You know, he's the only non-human to be in the top 50 all-time athletes. He's number 35, I think. But he had so much heart, and Penny knew that. And she knew about all of this from her father, and in saving the family business and convincing her husband and kids to take a chance on her, she pulled it off.
Secretariat inspired me. I remember watching him run those races back in 1973, and when I started writing, films that had sports as a backdrop, whether they be The Rookie or other films, Secretariat was the story that I always wanted to tell and hoped that I had the opportunity to write.
My accountants, they may be slow of foot, but they are quick to calculate. And they tell me that you're in a rough spot. So I'll buy that horse of yours right now. $7 million, all cash.
If he does what I think he'll do, his value will double, if not triple.
You do know what you're saying. You're guaranteeing that this horse is going to win the Triple Crown. The Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. 3 races, 3 states, in just 5 weeks. Hasn't been done in 25 years.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
8 million.
No,
You're that stubborn.
I'm that right.
I played Diane Lane's daughter and Dylan Walsh's daughter. She is an absolutely wonderful person. That is it in a nutshell. She is so down to earth. I did not expect her to be that way. And she's just so sweet. She's really good at keeping in touch with people afterwards. Like, she sent me a letter over the summer, and I just think that's really sweet. She's so nice.
Well, I'm a big fan of Disney, and I heard this movie was good, and they wanted me to come out, so I said yes. They're my friends at Disney. I have many friends. I've done 4 or 5 movies with them.
Well, Lucian Lauren, whom I play in the film, was quite a successful horse trainer. In this story, when the part of the story that my character is involved in starts, he's really kind of retired. He's had his heart broken one too many times by a horse, and doesn't want anything to do with the business. And he is convinced by Diane Lane's character, Penny Chenery, who was the owner of Secretariat and owned her father's stable, to come back and train this particular colt.
Particularly in 1973, at that time, for a woman to come into such a male-dominated sport. And she really wasn't an expert when she first started. She knew a bit, but she learned, and she learned quick. And she was stubborn, and it was her personality that sort of saw this through and believed in this horse. And it was at a time when America really wasn't believing in anything. Watergate, Vietnam, and everything like that. So it really is one of these great stories. And even though most people know what happens, there's still this great tension about watching it play out.
Moving up to the third. Goldbag just in front of them as they clear the half mile. Secretariat still lacking off the pace. Sick of this dirt. Let's get rolling. Jam closing to the rail. 3/4 time, a speedy 111 and let's go! Entering the final turn. Secretariat surging past Angel Light. Final quarter mile.
Come on, real piece
guys, and we're back. It was an amazing premiere. We got to see so many stars. The movie is based on a true story. It's going to be so good. I hope all of you guys go watch it. It's out in theaters October 8th. So I'll see you guys next time on Hollywood Entertainment Today. Bye!